Here we go with your SteelFist Fight Night event number 100, co-main event. Brought to you by Legacy Roofing, Josh and crew. Again, don't get on the ladder, get on the phone. You already met him. He's a good dude. He's got a good crew. He will take good care of you. No subcontractors to be found there. Legacy Roofing, Utah's best commercial and residential roofing specialist. Contact them for a free roof inspection. They are bringing you your co-main event. This amateur bout is for the SteelFist Fight Night Bantamweight MMA title and is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Coming out first, fighting out of the red corner, your challenger, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 133.5 pounds, currently undefeated with a record of 3-0. Doing it for the pit, let's hear it for Michael Jamiyandorj!
Yeah, coming out to the cage right now, we've got Michael Jamiyandorj. This guy is 28 years old, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing at 133.5 pounds, with a perfect record of 3-0. What do we know about this guy?
All right, so honestly, he's 3-0, but we have not seen very much of him. All of his fights have ended in the first round due to submission. Yes. So we do know that he has a very slick submission game.
Well, I mean, that has a little bit to do with where he's training at.
Yeah, over at the pit, training with Ramsey Nijem, who you see right there in the white, and then Dominique Gonzalez. Ramsey Nijem, former UFC fighter, just high-level black belt in jiu-jitsu. So Mike's been around the scene for a little bit, or I guess a pretty long time training.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, his first fight was 3 years ago, back in 2021. So he's been in the game fighting for a while, especially considering he's only had 3 fights.
Yeah.
He's been in the game for a bit, and that was after he'd been training for a while, too.
Yep, so he's a solid competitor. He in my experience, or just being able to train with him, he has super solid striking as well. Just a very well-rounded fighter. I'm very excited to see. This is one of the matchups that has me the most excited is these two guys coming out here tonight. Very high level for both of them.
I agree completely. Now, this is a championship bout, so they are actually fighting for the amateur bantamweight title. Now, Michael is the challenger, and he's coming in against a very tough guy that we'll see here in just a minute. I'm excited to see how it matches up. You've got a very slick, jiu-jitsu, submission-heavy fighter against a guy that is kind of the opposite coming out next, and let's see what he looks like.
All right, his opponent tonight, fighting out of the black corner, your champion, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 134.5 pounds, with a current record of 6-1. Doing it for UCTC. Make some noise for the throwing Samoan Kauai Thompson!
All right, making his way out to the cage, we have Kauai Thompson. This young man is 25 years old, weighing in at 134.5 pounds, representing Team UCTC with a record of 6-1-1. What do we know about this guy?
Well, we know Kauai's been around the game for a little while since he showed up back in 2022. He's kind of been on a tear. He's only got that one loss against Beck Shields, a tough guy. So he's come in, just like I said, on a tear. He's got back-to-back wins against Jordan Gonzalez for the championship here. Both of those were unanimous decisions. He's got knockouts. He's got rear naked chokes. He's got decision victories. He's kind of got a little bit of everything. But he is a tough guy. He hits very, very hard and has a lot of energy, a lot of aggression. He is training out there, Ultimate Combat Training Center. The gentleman that's no longer on the screen here that was helping him out with the Vaseline is Nicholas Studham. or as I like to call him, Studham, because that man is a stud. He's actually been around, grew up in the fight community with his dad, Mike Studham, who kind of the godfather of Utah MMA back in the day. So he's been around the game with them, and he's been helping. I actually talked to him before Kauai's last fight. He was like, yeah, I tried retiring from training and coaching so I could go work a regular job, and Kauai won't let me because he needs me to go in and spar with him all the time. So, you know, Kauai's kind of a beast, and he needs that extra work from the guys that have been around the game for a while at the gym.
He's got a very unorthodox style as well.
Oh, he definitely does. But again, a lot of that goes into he's so aggressive. He's got such good cardio, and his hands are so damn heavy. It works for him to have that unorthodox style.
Yeah. There's something that I talked about last time that I was able to commentate one of his fights. Is there's unorthodox due to being untrained, or unorthodox due to developing your own style, and Kauai just has his own style. Yes,
and it's, like you said, developed his own style because he is very well trained, and he's getting some top-notch training throughout the years that he's been over there at UCTC, but he incorporated it in a way that makes it entirely his own.
Yeah.
Nice filling out by both these guys.
And he's got a good wrestling pedigree as well. Played quite a bit of rugby. So it's just hard to take down, hard to submit, and being hard to submit, then that being Michael's kind of go-to.
Right. Well, and he's explosive, too. When he is put in a bad position on the ground, he's usually able to explode through and transition well.
Yeah.
But Michael's looking really good on his feet right now. Head kick that grazed, but still kind of landed. Couple body kicks. Michael's looking very comfortable right now.
Yeah, no, I feel solid. It's really the most we've seen out of Mike, especially in his striking aspects, and he's doing really well.
Yeah, I think that he's ready for a stand-up fight if he needs to be. Doesn't look like he's shooting in for anything either.
Yeah, no,
he seems very comfortable right now. And now you see him tying up.
Both of them have white shorts. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on.
Well, it looked like Michael was kind of trying to set up for that shoulder choke, almost the catch-style shoulder choke, and wrap the leg, and then kind of gave up on the leg and was sticking to the side, and Kauai was able to move his body out of that position and, back to the center of the cage.
Fantastic work by Kauai getting out of that engagement, but it still looks like he's having a hard time finding his entries.
Yeah. Well, Michael's doing a really good job not looking like his normal self, if that makes sense. He looks so confident standing up that it definitely kind of changes the game plan, especially if you're going in thinking, okay, he's going to go for a takedown or submission. And going for it. He's got that triangle. He's got it locked in. Let's see if he's able. Well, it's not quite behind the knee, but still he's in a good position for it. See if he hooks the leg. There he goes. See if he's able to change the angle.
Mike's submission game is high level.
It is, but Kauai's doing a good job defending. He's keeping that elbow extended, keep creating separation from the shoulder and the throat, or the carotid. Kauai seems to be pretty comfortable. That leg keeps slipping lower and lower on Michael. At this point, does Michael kind of give up on that and try and transition to something else so he doesn't burn his legs out, or does he keep trying to fight through for that triangle?
Yeah, Kauai's doing a good job at defending this. And
no, he really is. He's staying heavy on that side, creating space. There you go.
He's got him in a guillotine.
Very smart move by Michael, switching out, going for that guillotine. And he's got that in a lot tighter than it looks like from this position. Ooh, there you go, end of the round. I don't think that Kauai was in any danger of being choked unconscious or even tapping there, but the position that Michael was in, even being in that high mount like that, he still was able to apply pressure, make it very uncomfortable for Kauai.
Yeah, especially cutting off the airway at the very least over a 5-round fight. If your breathing is disrupted, it's not going to feel very good until those later rounds.
And you can't oxygenate the blood the way that you need to recover fast. There's a whole lot of science involved that I don't understand, but what I do understand was that was a really good first round for Michael. Michael came out, he looked really good on his feet, transitioned really good on those submission attempts. I think that in my opinion, I think that Michael definitely won that first round.
Yeah, and usually it's people having a hard time reading Kauai's striking, and I think this time it's Kauai just having a hard time finding his own entries. So I'm excited to see how his corner has Kauai's really good about learning in between rounds, so I'm excited to see how he's going to adapt.
He adapts really well.
Yeah.
All right,
Seems
round
like
number 2.
Lighting is a little weird.
Kauai started defending against that guillotine right away.
Yeah, he's doing good about fighting those hands.
Michael's doing a good job keeping that pressure, getting him against the cage, throwing those knees. Good control by Michael. He's doing a really good job controlling Kauai right now.
I always like to see Michael's reaching down for these legs. He always does some weird leg entanglement stuff with his hands, even in training.
And he's not changing levels to go for that traditional drop down single leg or side dump.
Yeah.
He was, like you said, tangling, trying to kind of tangle the leg from that stand-up position.
All right, Kauai's going for another body lock.
Michael doing a good job stuffing that, almost going automatically to a guillotine attempt.
Yeah. All right, couple strikes thrown there.
Kind of flooding out with that spotlighting right there.
Yeah, the lighting is kind of...
I don't know how much of an effect that's going to have on the fighters, but I definitely know it just from outside it's messing with my ability to see things. I'm kind of curious if it's messing with the fighters' ability to see anything.
Yeah.
Like right there, you got Michael being spotlighted right in the eyes instead of using the normal house lighting. So, but again, Michael's looking really good.
Yeah, no, he is. Solid shots. There we go. Now Kauai is starting to find some success on
this. Yeah, kind of waking up a little bit more.
I'm excited to see how Mike's going to hold up over 5 rounds here, because this is the furthest that he's fought to this point.
Yes. Yeah, Michael's never been out of the first round until now. But he's training at some, a really reputable gym with some top quality guys. So you know he's putting in the work to be able to go all 5 rounds. And this being a championship fight, in the amateur side, it's only 3-minute rounds, but it is 5 3-minute rounds, as opposed to a normal 3 3-minute rounds, which also Michael's never done because he's never gone out of the first round.
But yeah, no, he has the conditioning for it. There's sometimes the conditioning is kind of lost with the weight cut, depending on how bad it goes for the individual. So that is something that could play an effect. But he seems to be holding up so far so well.
Yeah, no, honestly, Michael's looking phenomenal out there. Again, you generally see Kauai, like you said before, he adapts really well between rounds, and he definitely comes alive in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds. Those championship rounds are a lot of times where you see that dominant performance by Kauai. A lot of times because the people he's fighting just can't keep that pace going for 5 rounds the way that he can. But watching so far, Michael might be able to.
Yeah.
And Michael definitely seems to be winning this fight, both the 1st and 2nd round, either way. Let's see if he can continue that through the 3rd, possibly 4th and 5th round.
Absolutely. I'm really impressed with Mike's striking and how well he's able to deal with Kauai's unorthodox style. Kauai's just having a really hard time finding much success with his boxing. When he is finding it, he's landing good fluid combinations, but they're just a little few and far between what we usually see.
Yeah, less explosive.
Yeah.
Than what we're used to with Kauai.
There we go. Looks like they got the lighting figured out.
Yeah, not drowning out. Ooh, nice attempted combo with that right hook from Kauai. Michael's doing a great job of, up to this point, I don't want to take anything away, but up to this point, Michael's been doing a great job of kind of stuffing and taking away everything that Kauai's thrown at him.
Yeah, and when he's closing that range, he's getting those tie-ups, and that's not, you don't really want to be tied up with a jiu-jitsu guy. Nice overhand by Kauai.
There you go. Kauai did a good job closing in that distance there, but wasn't really able to capitalize on it and ate a body kick from it.
Yeah. Oh, low blow there.
Yeah. That one went right to the cup, or at least right about the cup.
Yeah.
Close enough. And Tyler Thompson making sure that they go into their neutral corners instead of their comfortable, their actual corner over by their coaches. Makes a difference. But I don't think that this one was another intentional one. You don't see Tyler telling the judges to take a point away. He's giving them a warning. But again, with this, you get up to 5 minutes to recover. But it is the person that was hit with the DQ, right? It's up to them when they're ready to go. They can take the full 5 minutes, or they can take 5 seconds.
It seems like he's ready already, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's doing well. He doesn't want to give enough time for your opponent to recover, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh. It's a good one, too, by Michael, and staying nice and outside of the distance on Kauai. Kauai's throwing those loopers, but he wasn't able to land anything.
All right, Kauai's letting his hands go a little bit more so far and has had a bit more success in this round.
I mean, a little bit more, but he hasn't really been able to land it as much.
Yeah.
He has thrown those looping punches that he's pretty well known for, but not able to really set them up the way that he usually does, with where he's already in a dominant performance up to this point when he starts throwing those.
Nice teep by Kauai there.
The way he paused at the hand there, you know, a little Nate Diaz style.
Yeah, good hand fighting. Southpaw versus Orthodox, just trying to set some stuff up, but
there you go. Nice left hand by Kauai.
Those combinations are starting to look a lot better. Starting to find his mark a little bit.
Well, like you said earlier, he does tend to adapt and learn between rounds really well, and it seems like he's definitely done that in his third round. 10 seconds out.
Ooh, that's his head kick of his own.
Followed up with a nice teep.
Yeah, all right. That was a good round.
That round was definitely a better performance from Kauai. I don't know if it was enough to secure that round. And looking at just the armchair athlete over here that I am, and pretending like I'm a judge, I still think that Michael definitely won the first and second round. So if Kauai didn't win that round, then that would put Michael in a position where he's up enough to take the decision, unless Kauai comes in and either finishes or gets a good 10-8 round with a dominant performance in these next 2 rounds.
Yeah. Mike seems to have slowed down a little bit towards the end there, but they've also had a fairly consistent slow pace.
Yes, yeah. He slowed down from what he was at the first and second round, but not to a point where he's not able to keep the same pace as Kauai.
Yeah.
I think that he's still at the same pace and same output level that Kauai's at.
Now we're moving into championship rounds. All right.
Ooh.
Kauai's changed up his defense a little bit, going more with the Philly shell style instead of hands completely down. But ate across.
Giving openings, though, to Michael, and Michael's able to land some nice shots there off of that little exchange attempt that Kauai started with the Philly roll. And not able to capitalize on that body lock.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice body shot by Mike. Nice jab by Kauai there.
That overhand right response from Michael went right over the top, but into a headlock.
Nice body knee.
Good job of Michael transitioning off of his back and rotating and putting Kauai against the cage. Hand control. See if he's able to do anything, changing the levels there. That ankle pick would be a good way to suck things out.
Kauai's doing a good job of holding him high, but Mike's able to get that double leg.
Great job. See if Michael's able to trap him and secure anything. He's not locking the legs up quite in the Khabib manner.
Yeah.
But let's see if he's able to keep sucking him out and climb over the top.
Kauai's just working to get right back up.
Well, Kauai is very athletic. He's very, like we talked about, explosive. He got that rugby type of energy, you know, of explosion. He's able to stand up
Nice shoulder
really
right
well
there.
multiple times. Well,
Wait.
he's just stopping
okay.
he's stopping the guillotine.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
whoa. Got to be careful on that one, Kauai. You can't knee to the face when your opponent's down like that. Close.
Actually can't knee to the face at all in amateur.
Yeah. He went to the body, but it was just so close where it was at the chest. Man, Michael is doing such a good job transitioning. Takedown after takedown. And Kauai's tough as hell. And able to keep standing up, but at the same time, Michael's able to just keep going for those takedowns. It looked like Kauai was trying for a 10-finger choke there.
Yeah. He's going for something. He's doing a good job of just staying up.
He had the palm under the chin. He was going for that 10-finger choke, but when you're not in a north-south position, it's a little bit harder to finish that when you're both standing.
Yeah, when Mike went down just a little bit ago, I was thinking it was due to an injury the way he slowly went down, but I'm glad that it was just
it was
adjusting
stopping
position.
for the guillotine.
Kauai's still doing a good job of defending.
Good way to end the round. Definitely putting an exclamation point on that round for Michael. I think that from what I'm seeing performance-wise, I think that Michael's winning this fight all 4 rounds so far. You've seen more output out of Kauai in the 3rd and 4th round, but I don't think that he's been able to match the performance of Michael Jamiyandorj at all in any of these rounds so far. But again, not a judge. I'm wrong a lot when it comes to this, but from what I'm seeing as the casual observer that really likes to talk, I think that Michael is winning this fight so far.
I mean, to me, in my opinion, it kind of depends on I mean, obviously, it's always the judges, but some judges see more the damage that I feel like Kauai's been doing a lot more damage in the positions than Michael has been doing.
Yeah, but, you know, does 1 or 2 big shots that don't even buckle him take away all those takedowns, all the shots that he's thrown himself?
Yeah.
You know, I think that the output and the performance and the dominant position and control is all Michael. That's what I'm seeing anyway. From, from my, you know, unofficial perspective. But I do agree, though, that we're definitely seeing Kauai throw heavier shots.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they've been effective enough to take away anything that Michael's done. Michael definitely is tired.
Yeah, no, he's a lot more lethargic in his movement than he has been previously, but Kauai is not super explosive right now either.
But you can see that pep in his step when he starts bouncing and everything. Kauai's still got the ability to explode through.
Yeah.
Does Michael?
Yeah.
That's the question in this 5th round, the final round. This is a lot of times where you see Kauai be the dominant fighter in these fights that go the distance. Is that 5th round is almost always Kauai.
That was a solid body shot by Kauai right there. See if he's able to.
Nice leg kick. You see the labored breathing of Kauai right now, the way he's got his mouthpiece about an inch out of his mouth.
Yeah. He's got to be careful with that, but he's cracking Mike with these shots.
Jaw gets dislocated.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, but now you're seeing Kauai in control.
Yeah.
You're seeing more of what we generally see out of Kauai in a fight. So, again, this speaks to the level of what Michael Jamiyandorj is at. He's been able to stop this type of performance all the way up until the final round.
Yeah. Kauai did a good job of setting him on his butt right now.
For a guy that's never been out of the first round.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm impressed. And there you go. Mike stands up. Kauai
Nice
started trying to take his back, go for a choke.
Yeah.
I think Kauai knows he needs to finish the fight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice job planting him down.
Great takedown. Kind of pikes him onto his head with that arm throw.
Yeah. See if he's able to get to a position to land some strikes.
Almost a whizzer straight onto his head.
Nice body knee there.
Great job by Michael being able to stand up from that too with all that pressure.
Looks like Mike's going for a choke of his own. 20 seconds left.
This has been a great championship fight for both these guys.
Yeah.
You know, this is what you expect out of Kauai in the final rounds, in the championship rounds. But the performance that we've seen out of Michael.
Oh, gets the takedown.
Never give up.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a great fight by both these guys. But I'll tell you right now, no matter who wins this fight based off of the judges' decision, because right now it's up to them entirely.
Yeah.
I am more than impressed with Michael Jamiyandorj.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That was a phenomenal performance. I would not have guessed that he would look that good for that many rounds based off of what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, he's fantastic, dude. Like, his striking did way better in the striking than I was expecting to do.
His control.
Even training with him as much as I do, yeah, his control, his grappling. I mean, I've known because I train with him about how high level it is.
But seeing it against someone that's that aggressive and that strong, and for that distance, going all the way 5 rounds, that was phenomenal. Win, lose, or draw, both these guys put on a hell of a show. Let's take it to the cage and find out who the judges say won this thing.
And let's hear it for the black corner, the throwing zone, Thompson! Going all the way to the judges.
I got both fighters to the center of the cage. One more time, gang. Do me a favor, make some noise. Here are your scores. Dan First with a score of 48-47. Dennis McMahon with a score of 49-46. Stephen Farragher with a score of 48-47. Your winner by unanimous decision. Suspense is killing you, isn't it? The SteelFist Fight Night Bantamweight Champion, Kauai Thompson!
All right, Kauai, let me grab you right here, brother. How are you feeling about that fight?
First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I'm nothing. I got to thank all my sponsors, T-Ray, 5M Contracting. Everyone over here, thank you guys so much. Guys, the support I get from following my dream from everyone here, I love. So very grateful. I'm grateful for my coaches, Nick Sidham, Davin Lau, Sione Boha. You guys do everything for me. I'm grateful for my family, all my brothers. I love you guys. To be honest, I'm not too happy with that performance. I probably broke my hand like a month ago, but I've just been keep training, so I didn't give you my 100%. But I want to freaking train, get this healed, and I want a rematch. I want to beat him for good.
All right, well, congratulations, brother, on your win. Everybody give it up for your winner, Kauai Thompson.
What do you guys think about a rematch between the two of them? That'd be worth watching, wouldn't it?